Hey everybody, thanks for clicking on the video. Today I would like to talk about firewood.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher.
Firewood. Utilize every piece you can get. The stuff I am splitting is mostly branches. I tend to save anything bigger than my wrist, even a little bit smaller. You actually get more BTUs per log or per cord, whatever, out of the branches than you do out of the main trunk. And if you should get caught with your pants down and run out of wood or whatever, in the fall the leaves drop off and most of the water or sap leaves the branches and goes into the main trunk. If you burn the branches, you get less moisture in your wood. But I learned that about the branches growing up. My family heated the house with a wood stove in the mid to late 70s all the way through the 80s, and I think they sold the house in the late 80s. I took on the task of making firewood for the family to keep us warm. Mom and Dad could never really afford to buy bulk firewood. I mean, we got some delivered, but not much. My dad was a bricklayer, and those who know, in the summer, when work is good, you eat steak, and all winter long, you eat ring bologna. That's just the way it is. With my little Poland, which I'll put a picture in here. I cut firewood for the family. Some of it I had to poach. So I got very good. I mean, I even climbed the oak trees on the side of the road to cut off the dead branches, and soon discovered that you got more heat out of the branches than you did out of the main trunk. And a lot of the firewood I cut was cut down, cut up, and thrown directly into the stove. I'm like a copper scrapper when it comes to firewood. Every nugget has value. We didn't have land to cut the firewood on, and a lot of the stuff was on the side of the road, logs, dead trees, whatever I could get. I remember one time the neighbor let me cut some wood on their property, and he had a bunch of the junk willow. I think it's called swamp willow, I'm not sure. And that stuff, you almost had to pray for it to catch fire. Constantly trying to, keep the wood stove going. It was awful. But I did pretty good with that little Poland. Cut a lot of firewood, and I still have it. I'm not even sure if it runs, but I want to get it up and running. Just for, that was a big part of my childhood. Little teeny 14-incher. My world record tree I cut down was a cottonwood about 3 feet across, and I cut it down with that little bitty 12-inch Poland, or 14, I'm not sure which. That was quite an accomplishment. There's something very satisfying about having your wood stack. I got more over here to top off. I have a bunch of firewood here that I cut too long for our wood stove. It was cut for a wash stove in my garage, which is one of those real long, real deep, skinny stoves. So I have to cut it all in half. So, it'll also work if you want to slab wood. You stack like this. Alright, let's see how this does. Not bad. I got an old round at the bottom, so I won't cut into the dirt. Personally, I hate short firewood because it's a lot more back and forth, but I think this is even short enough to go sideways in the stove, so should work out pretty good. Well, that saved a lot of backache. All right, this method's working good. I made a little improvement. When I get it loaded, I put that bungee on the top. My stakes aren't in very deep. I think I found the hardest piece of ground on the property. If you don't mind keeping a secret, don't tell Susie. She's got some stacking to do. Keep every nugget you can get your hands on, especially if it's free. And it will keep your bones warm in the winter. My poor old shack. And we're just about pretty much in full color up here. It's beautiful. I hope you enjoy the scenery. Thank you for watching. I had fun making this video, as always, or I wouldn't do it. Play nice. Send your prayers out to the hurricane victims. They still need it. My daughter lives in Tampa and just got back into her house via kayak down the street. Luckily, her house was on a little hill and really didn't get any water in it, other than a little leakage under the door. Other than that, she made out pretty good. Yay. So take care. Play nice.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night.